Welcome back and thank you for staying with us here on Let's Talk Money. Abhimanyu Veer Singh now joins us in the studio. His case is an interesting one. It gives you a glimpse into just the entire human psychology and the kind of rifts which can come over money. Isn't it, Abhimanyu?
Absolutely.
So what really happened?
I had a bad marriage, and after a while things, as inevitably happens, boiled down to money, and I wasn't very secure about my income. And my wife had a lot of misgivings about the prospect of my parents depending on me for too large a chunk of my salary. And this was not really the case, but this led to a lot of misunderstandings. And if I could be sure of, my assets, I think it would help me clear my situation.
So you want to know what you need to protect yourself while you're going through. You're sure that you want to, separate and not be together.
Yes, that is a foregone conclusion.
All right, so what are the pitfalls? What are the things you need to keep an eye on? And I think importantly, he needs to also secure his parents, right? Or make them financially more secure. How much money do they have?
They've got about 30 lakhs and they've got it in assorted fixed deposits. And so far, I've not been able to, give them any advice they could rely on, they feel. So if I was sure of what they could do with that, that would be good.
So fine. What, Abhimanyu, I think we need to do 2 or 3 things here. One is to clean out that earlier relationship.
Yes.
It was messy, and a lot of messy stuff happens around money.
Absolutely.
So best would be to, I'm sure you've done it already, joint bank accounts have to be closed, credit cards which are double in nature have to be cut up.
Yes.
You have to tell, all those cleanups have to happen before you can open a new account.
Right.
And I believe that the divorce proceedings are out. It is about money.
Yes,
so
it is.
In the process, you will need legal help to understand what the assets that you build up during this time, who they belong to.
Absolutely.
So you'll have to be a little careful about investing at this point while you are still halfway through the divorce proceedings.
Precisely.
Right. So I think it's very safe right now to secure your parents' future. There is 30 lakh, which is a nice sum. I always talk about this product called a Senior Citizen Savings Scheme. It's a Government of India product, which will give 9% every year. With 30 lakh, they will actually get 25,000 rupees a month, which is not a small amount.
I suppose so, yeah.
Right? So, and 15 lakh each an elderly couple can put in. You have to be 60 years of age.
They're both over 60.
You need to move them into this, and this can be bought at ICICI Bank or a State Bank of India.
Right.
Once you've done that, it is also prudent for your father and mother to write a will, because otherwise it becomes really a problem in terms of assets.
Okay.
All right. So secure them, but do get a will written and get it registered, because these issues, how messy it can be with money.
Know.
And so, right. And Abhimanyu, important thing which Monica said, don't do any investments right now, because your case is not over, and everything, your personal investments could come under being halved or divided with your wife. And you said you were not confident of your earnings. Now, I think somewhere there's just, you need to have more confidence. You need to fix that low self-esteem.
I think
that's what lets the other person get the better of you. So do that. There's nothing wrong in wanting to support your parents. However, in the long term, that could be a problem between a husband and a wife. It's easy for you to do it for your own parents, but difficult for the spouse to understand.
Absolutely.
So securing your parents better, so they need your help little less, and then getting along after the cleanup, getting along with your life in a really positive way. I think your earnings will fix themselves and everything will work out for you.
I think what already you've taken a very proactive step. I mean, you were sharing just a little bit earlier that this experience motivated you to actually begin working with an NGO who helps other people who were in a situation like yours, where the dowry law which was misused in your case. So just tell a little bit about that. I mean, what motivated you to actually take such a proactive step? I think it's very positive.
Thank you so much. I feel that most men don't understand how important money can be, and the very fact that they don't want to talk about it among themselves, can be the reason they find themselves in situations they could have easily avoided. So I think one should square one's married life with finances all the time.
Absolutely. I think you've just said it. You've understood what the problem was. It's all about money.
It boils down to
and relationships, even though we might not want to believe it, do hinge a lot on money and the perceptions around money. Let's welcome